Towards the game, comic book collector and festival. Happy Valentine's Day! Welcome to the top 10 highest CGC comic books sold on eBay, February 8 to 14. Coming number 10, we have Incredible Hulk issue 1. This one came in 1962. Grade CGC 2.5. This is a resort copy. You can tell it's a purple label right there. And obviously, it was the fourth appearance and origin of the Hulk. The asking price was $8,000, but that is sold for $7,500.77. So let's go over to Heritage. Heritage, we have 2.5, the purple label right here. And then this book sold as high $12,600. So that's a drop of $5,099. This is back in February 2022. And then this swing one on the right. We have one sold for $10,200 back in July of 2023. And then let's do one more. We have one sold for $9,000 back in January 2023. Coming number 9, Batman issue number 2, CC 2.0. This one came in 1940. That have the bright colors, sharp eye appeal. Asking and so price $8,600. Normally I would jump over to Go Collect, but the Go Collect website is down though. We're currently working on technical issue and the website is temporarily unavailable. It's been down for a couple of days though, from what I heard. So let's go over to Heritage then. Over Heritage, I couldn't find 2.0, but I did find 2.5 right here. And then we have 2.5 so for $6,600 back in December 2022. And then we have another 2.5 right here. So for $5,760 back in June 2021 there. Coming number 8, Action Comics issue 252. It's grade CZ 7.5. Origin of first appearance Civil Girl. This one came in 1959. Obviously, the Civil Girl movie is coming out this year, this summer. This one sold for $9,400 with 17 bits. So let's go over to Heritage. Heritage with 7.5 right here. This book sold as high $11,400. So that's a decrease of $2,000. This is back in June of 2024. And then we swing one over. We have one sold for $9,600 back in April 2021. And then we have one sold for $8,400 back in April 2024. Coming number 7, The Amazing Fantasy 15. This one came in 1962. First appearance Spider-Man. This is a restored copy. There's a purple label right there. Grade CC 7.5. Asking price was a little less than $13,000, but sold for $9,465.01. So let's take a look at this book right here. And let's click on the list right here. So if you look at it right here, the cover is a colored copy though, so it's not. I was wondering why it was looking so perfect on the cover there, and then it's incomplete. Okay, so let's go over to Heritage. Heritage we have a 7.5 right here. I know we can't really compare what was on eBay and what list is because every purple label is different though. But we'll take a look right here. And there's a 7.5. We sold copy sold for $44,400. So that's a drop of $34,935. And then we have another one right here, a 7.5 right here. And then this one sold for $33,600 back in June of 2024. And then we have another one right here. So for $20,400 back in September 2024. And let's do one more. And we have another one sold for $18,000 back in August 2025. Obviously, every one of these we still have a different grade. Like this is A2, C1, C1, and A2. So definitely do some research before you buy these copies there. Coming number 6, John Side X-Men issue 1, grade season 9.6. First appearance on the new X-Men team. You got Storm, Colossus, and then second appearance on Wolverine. Asking price was $10,500 but that's sold for 9,500. So let's go over to Heritage. Heritage, we have an old label right here, Johnson X-Men #1. This one sold was high 26,400. So that's a decrease of 16,900. This was back in April 2021. And then we'll go one right here. One sold for 20,400 back in January of 2022. And then let's see one more. We have one sold for 20,400 back in September 2021. Coming number 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Issue 1, grade CC 8.0. This one came out in 1984. Obviously, first appearance on the Turtles, produced by Mirage Studios. The asking and sold price was $11,995. So let's go over the Heritage. Over Heritage, we have an 8.0 right here. And then this book sold as high as $24,000. So that's a drop of $12,005. This is back in November 2021. And then let's go down here. We have one in the 8.0. So for $18,000 back in January of 2023. And then let's jump right over here. We have one in the 8.0 right here. And so for $15,600 back in September 2023. Coming number 4, Journey into Mystery issue 83, grade CZ 6.0. This one came in 1962. Origin first appearance of 4. The asking price was $15,750, but that's sold for $14,500. So let's go over to Heritage. Over Heritage, we have a 6.0 right here. And then this one sold as high 28,800. So that's a drop of 14,300. And this is back in January 2022. Let's see if we have any more right here. I think we do have one more down this way right here. We have a 6.0 right here. And then this one sold for $18,000 back in December 2022. Coming number 3, Amazing Fantasy 15. This is graded 2.5, off-white white pages. First appearance of Spider-Man. The asking price was a little bit less than $24,000, but it's actually sold for $22,799. So let's go over to Heritage. Heritage, we have a 2.5 custom Spider-Man label right here, and it's sold for $38,400. So that's a drop of $15,601. This is back in November of 2021. And then let's do one right here, another one. So for $37,200 back in November 2021 right here. And then we have another one right here. So for $37,200 back in July 2022. Coming number 2, Amazing Fantasy 15. This is a 4.5 label. And this one came in 1962. Final auction price with 26,100 with 40-some bids, which is a really good deal though. But then you have to look right here. The seller will have 100% feedback, but only 2 feedbacks there. So you have to think about this auction though when you put a bid on this. But anyway, I'm just here to report the sales. So let's go over to Heritage. Heritage, we have 4.5 right here. And this book sold as high as $84,000. So that's a decrease of $57,900. This is back in November 2021. And then we have another 4.5 right here. And this one sold for $78,000 back in November 2021. And then let's go to another one right here. We have one sold for $78,000 back in December 2021. Coming number 1 for this week, All Select Comics issue 9, KCZ 9.6, produced by Tommy Comics. This one came in 1945. Single highest graded and Golden Age book. One person bid on it. Got it for $34,995. Let's take a look right here. You look right here. This is the pedigree grade, and it's the promise collection. You look at this number 197, and then let's go to heritage. And then on heritage, we have exactly the same book right here. And this book was sold for 43,200. So that's a drop of $8,205. This is back in June 2021. And then this is exactly the same book though. We'll click onto this right here. And then same thing, the Promise Collection. The number is exactly the same though as the one that was on eBay there. It's the exact same thing. Okay, thank you for watching. Enjoy the content. Please like, comment, subscribe. And happy Valentine Day and also happy President Day to everyone.